What is going on, guys? It is Frankie here. So today we got some news that if you're a Yankee fan, I'm sure you were beyond excited for, and I'm sure if you were a fan of any other baseball team, you rolled your eyes and were annoyed. But speaking as a Yankee fan, this was so exciting to see. ESPN today announced, and this was first reported by Andrew Marchand, but ESPN announced that they are working on a 6-part documentary series on the soon-to-be Hall of Fame New York Yankees shortstop, Derek Jeter. It is called The Captain. It will premiere sometime next year on ESPN and ESPN+. The series will be directed by Randy Wilkins, who has done a couple of 30 for 30 shorts for ESPN. It'll be executively produced by Mandalay Sports Media, Spike Lee, and Excel Media. Executive producers also include Mike Tollin, who worked on the Michael Jordan Last Dance documentary, so there's some nice credential there. And yes, Spike Lee, who we all know is big-time New Yorker, big Yankee fan. So, and ESPN also said in a statement that the series will use Jeter's career as a vessel to tell a larger cultural story that explores race, family, communities, rivalries, and more. The heartbeat of the project is candid access to the man who helped restore shine to a team, a city, and a culture. So, a couple of questions that I have on this, and obviously I'm beyond pumped for this. As excited as I was for the Michael Jordan documentary, and that was awesome, and I loved pretty much every minute of that. I didn't grow up with Michael Jordan. I mean, he was born. I was born a couple weeks after Jordan hit his last shot against Jazz. So I didn't grow up with Michael Jordan. I grew up watching Derek Jeter. I mean, I was 5 in 2003. So the second half of Jeter's career, I watched pretty much all of that. All the great memories that he had. The 3,000 hit, his final single at his final game at Yankee Stadium, the RBI walk-off single, the World Series in 2009, all the great moments of Jeter's second half of the career I was there for and watched. And so this is something that obviously appeals way more to me, and of course appeals more to every Yankee fan out there. We all have this love and respect for Derek Jeter. We all, think he's one of the great baseball players of all time. It's weird, Derek Jeter, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, has the most hits on any Yankee, and yet if you do a top list of the greatest Yankees, he's probably 5 or 6, but that is just a testament to how loaded the Yankees have been and how great the Yankees franchise has been, that he's 5th, probably behind Ruth, Gehrig, Mantle, and DiMaggio, and then you put him right up there with Yogi. I think it's neck and neck. So, but yeah, Jeter is a much beloved athlete by the for Yankee fans here, so it's great that we're going to get this part of him. I'm somebody who, just like Michael Jordan, and it's, those two obviously friends, it's funny how both of those guys are very similar in that they don't really reveal a lot about themselves. Maybe Jeter early on in life, but later on in life, very secretive, very private. And so it'd be nice to see see him talk about some of the things going on in his life, and him talk about some of those great experiences throughout his career, the flip, the catch, the dive through the stands, all the great memories. I am wondering if they're going to talk about A-Rod, because I would not imagine. I believe for Michael Jordan, I believe there were no limits to what they could ask Jordan. I hope it's the same for Jeter. I would hate if they're not able to talk about Rodriguez at all. I hope that we're able to get something into A-Rod here, because that'd be really we go in 6 parts and they're not allowed to talk about A-Rod. I hope that they at least get to mention here. That should not be something like they should be able to talk about anything. I mean, I don't want them to go in deep about his personal life. I don't care about really that. I mean, maybe spend a couple minutes on all the women that he dated, the gift baskets and all that, but it shouldn't be the main point. But obviously a big point should be him and Rodriguez, because that was such a huge focal point for years on there. These two guys who clearly did not like each other, but had to work together on this team. So I think that I'm wondering how much access Jeter's going to allow. I hope he says, all right, I'll answer whatever you want. I hope that's something that's brought up there. I'm very excited for this. This is going to be so. I mean, the ESPN is working more on these long form documentaries. Obviously, the OJ one was very successful a couple years ago. Then you had the Jordan documentary. I think they're working on one with Tom Brady. There's a couple others that they're working on here. But ESPN has decided, hey, let's go more on these long documentaries here, these multi-part series, which I love, and especially if it's an interesting enough athlete, it's an athlete that's loved or hated or something like that. I'd love to go in depth on it. I think Jeter is absolutely a wonderful target to mention, and also it's New York, so you're gonna get a nice you're gonna get some nice viewers there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What would you guys like to see in this documentary? What would you like to see talked about? And do you think it'll be good? I can't imagine it won't be. With those names involved, I believe it will be. And again, ESPN is coming off a lot of success with The Last Dance. I think they'll handle this the right way. So very excited to see this. Cannot wait to see how ESPN talks about it here. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single day. I'll be back tonight breaking down the second game between the Yankees and the Rangers. Take care and God bless.